I was like, what? 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 Huh? What?
Yeah,
what? And then he's like, yeah. I was just like, nah. It's like, yeah. And then he finally got the box open.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy on K-Rock 955.
So my last day was Tuesday last week before holidays.
Yeah.
And, I had quite a few things to do. I was running some errands, blah, blah, blah. I hadn't packed yet, all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, you were barely stressed leaving the building. You're like, I haven't packed.
I know.
Get out
I
of
was
here.
just like, shaving the kneecaps. You know what it's all about.
Yeah,
anyway, so like I got home. I called Jimmy James and about, 2 o'clock. And I said, hey, I'm going to take Wombi for a walk. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to be home about 3:30 anyway. So just chill. And I'm like, perfect. Because all I wanted to do was nap.
Yeah. Okay.
You know me.
Yes.
Right? So I had myself a good nap. And it was quite warm last Tuesday.
It was, yeah.
And so Jimmy came home and I was asleep. And he's like, all right, come on, we're going for a swim, we're going for a walk. And I'm like, yeah, nah. No. And he's like, nah, come on, let's go. And he's like, come on. And so, this is the routine we play.
Yeah.
I'm always like, no, I'm tired. And he's like, come on. And then it takes him about 10 times and then we're out the door.
Yeah, so essentially what I do with Indy, it's the same. Trying to get a toddler out of the house is like trying to get you out of the house.
Yeah, right? And then he's like, okay, look, I've packed your swimmers, I've packed you a towel, we're going to go for a splash. Come on, we've got to live our life. Let's go. We're taking Wombi. And I'm like, oh, I'm not swimming. Well, I'm not swimming.
I can't, but I'm not going to enjoy myself.
Yeah, right. And then so he's like, no, that's okay. I packed you a towel anyway. Let's go. So we went down to Colindina Beach, right? Now, when you get down to 6W, any of the locals know what I'm talking about, 6W, you walk down the stairs. You can either go right, which takes you to Ocean Grove Main Beach, or you can go left, which takes you to Lonnie, right? So there's not much going on if you go left. The caravan park entry is there, but apart from that, it's pretty quiet on that end.
Yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
But there are plovers there, so you just got to watch yourself.
Right.
Anyway, so he's like, oh, let's go right. And let's go left. And I'm like,
Let's
sorry.
go away from Ocean Grove
let's get
towards
away.
Port Lonsdale,
right.
which is not where Point Lonsdale, which is where not the way you would ordinarily go.
Well, we do sometimes go that way as well. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sweet, and whatever. Anyway, so we're walking, and then he's like, oh, this looks like a good place. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then so he stopped to have a pee, actually, in the dunes. And then
is that a thing? You're allowed to do that?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, and then it's compost, biodegradable.
Why don't you just go sit in the water?
I don't know. Anyway, so then he's like, all right, well, I'm going to get changed for a swim. I'm like, yeah, cool. Because it was quite sunny, we got these big hats delivered to us from Survivor, Channel 10.
Weirdly, it fits your head, but not mine.
I know. I think it might be the hair. Anyway, so
Fair.
No offence.
Yeah.
But I had this big wide brim hat on. It was quite windy, so I had it tied up right. They have a string.
Yeah.
So I had it tied up right to my chin. And I remember saying to him, do I wear it over my chin or under my chin? Because I find that over my chin, like I'm in the army.
Under your lip.
Yeah, it kind of sits a bit better. It's not as choky.
Because your throat's nowhere involved, like it's not.
Yeah, so I had it like on my chin under my lip, and I was like up, right?
Let's not get bogged down in the.
Anyway,
it was a big hat.
I had these crappy sunnies on or whatever. I'm sitting there on the sand and I'm throwing the ball to Wombi, right? And I'm just sitting there, and then all of a sudden he comes into my view and he gets down on both his knees and he's like, reckon you can hold on to this when I go for a swim? And it was a big box.
Yeah.
A big green box, and he couldn't really get it open, but I knew what was inside the box.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Huh? What?
Yeah,
what? And then he's like, yeah. I was just like, nah. It's like, yeah. And then he finally got the box open, and there was a ring in it. And I was like,
You're getting married!
I'm getting married! Yay!
Amazing, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you. And so I realised I didn't say yes, but I did with the way I was like acting.
Reacting,
and then,
yeah.
no one else was around. So this was good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a swim.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have my swimmers, so I went in my bra and undies.
Gross.
Because I know it was kind of gross, but I thought I can be this girl.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
On the and then I put the ring back in the box so I didn't lose it. But I had the hat on and I felt like an idiot. But you know what? He's signed on. He knows what he's getting, and it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yes. Locked in. Well done, mate. I'm so happy for both of you. I was so excited when I heard. I was actually in the mall of all places. And I did the whole like lean back against a wall, like, oh God, I have to sit down. What's going on? And just to hear that story again, classic Jimmy James, quite the smooth operator with the box like.
Could not open it. Yeah.
But well done, very happy for
Thanks,
you, mate.
man.
So excited. I've got so much advice for you. Wait until I'm going to be telling you how to do everything.
Okay.
And when you don't take my advice, I'm going to be very insulted.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy on K Rock 955.